Hey Brittany, I'm Courtney.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How's your day going today?
It's going good. How was yours?
It's going good. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm a weight management coach, and so I'll kind of be along with you on this journey. But first off, I'd like to hear what brought you in today.
Yeah, so I'm here today because I'm wanting to lose weight, and I actually went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and he told me that I am pre-diabetic and I have hypertension, and that really scared me. I didn't exactly know what that meant, so I thought I'd come here today and kind of get your advice.
Okay, sounds good. So first off, I'd just like to tell you that anything we talk about here is confidential, so you can feel free to talk to me. Also, I just want to ask if you're okay with talking about your weight and everything today.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, sounds good. So I took a look at your pre-assessment before you came in today, and something that I'd like to know is that I feel like your life is very balanced with your friends and your work, and you have somewhat of a busy schedule. I don't know if I could keep up with that, everything that you seem like that you're doing, and your stress level with that seems like it's pretty well.
Yeah, it's good.
You feel like you handle that well. That's good. Is there anything that you learned about yourself while doing the pre-assessment?
Yeah, I learned that my satisfaction in life has gone down a lot lately, and I'm just hoping that that will drive me to have a change in my life.
Okay. So that's kind of what brought you here. Mm-hmm. You're wanting to make a change with your weight. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's kind of take that and roll with it. The weight, what I noticed from the pre-assessment, has kind of fluctuated, which is okay. We can deal with that. That's why we're here to begin with. Mm-hmm. So just wanted to throw that out there. But also, is there any other past medical history that I should be aware of going into this?
Mm-hmm. My grandma on my mom's side has diabetes.
Okay. And did she have it all her life? Do you know?
She's had it all her life.
Okay. So we're kind of wanting to be proactive in that, to stray you away from that, and kind of get a handle on the weight and the hypertension.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So I think we're off to a good start. I think this will be a good step in the right direction. What I want you to do is to describe to me a vision that you have coming here. Mm-hmm.
So a vision that I probably would have is trying to get my weight under control and trying to get some changes in my life regarding maybe my exercise and my diet.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most likely, 1 being least likely, how ready do you feel that you are to make those changes?
I'm probably about an 8.
Okay, well that's great. 8 sounds good to me. So go ahead and give me your final outcome, your final objective of what you're wanting to do here. So what would be my main point that I should strive for to help you reach?
Mm-hmm. I'd say that probably with my weight loss, I'm wanting to try to be 125 pounds now, and I'm currently 200 pounds.
Okay, so let's kind of take that into perspective here. So you're saying that weight loss would be your number 1 goal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's focus on that. First off, I'd like to say that this weight loss is going to be a gradual process. I'd like to meet with you a couple times throughout the course of this just to get a handle on things. But in order to lose that weight and to keep it off, we'll have to go at a slow and steady pace. Because I don't want you to drop it all real quick and then gain it all right back. Because then what would be the point of it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we want to go at it gradually and just kind of take it slow. So how do you feel about that? Is that...
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, great. So we'll kind of go from there. And so something that brought you here today, what you mentioned, was that you're pre-diabetic.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what the doctor told you?
Yes, that's what the doctor had told me.
Okay, so do you know what a hemoglobin A1C is?
I don't.
Okay, so hemoglobin A1C is what the doctor uses to determine if you're pre-diabetic. It's basically a number that averages your blood glucose over the past 3 months. So your blood glucose is relative of what you eat and how your insulin works in your body. Right now, it's your A1C is about a 5.9.
Okay.
To be determined pre-diabetic, it's around a 5.7. That's kind of like the cutoff line. So that, I think, would be a good goal to start.
Yeah.
Is to try and get you down to that line. By losing weight and being more active, that will help in that, and along with diet. So making healthier food choices just throughout the day and trying your best to stay on top of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So since that's about like a 3-point measure, a 3-month measure, I feel like measuring that again in about a month would be a good goal.
Okay.
So what do you think would be realistic in about 3 months for you? If you're about a 5.9 right now, that means you're running an average blood sugar of around about 130. And so normal for someone without diabetes, about 180 to 100, just to give you a reference. So you can give me a reference in the 100 range, and then we can convert that to the A1C. What do you think would be a good reference for that in about 3 months? Just based off of eating better and maybe exercising a little bit more, and just trying to, lose weight to correspond with that A1C.
Maybe like 120?
Okay, that sounds good. So maybe drop it from a 5.9 to about a 5.8. Okay, that sounds good to me. And as long as we're going in that bottom trend, going downward, working towards that 5.7, I think that'll be a good start.
Okay,
sounds great. So we talked a little bit about physical activity. Do you do any current physical activity at home?
Yeah, I have a dog, and so we like to take walks, and we probably go on walks almost every day for about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. What kind of dog is it?
She's a little Morkie.
Oh, I wish I had a dog. So y'all go about 20 minutes. Do you think that's pretty good right now, or how do you feel?
I think it's better than nothing, but I definitely am wanting to gradually get my time up, or even do some weightlifting, or get to the point where I'm running.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, physical activity will be a great component in weight loss. Now, the weight loss will come from mostly diet, but having that physical activity will just boost it. So your mindset right there, you're having like a great point of mind right there. So I think that's a great way to do it. So going over kind of everything that we've talked about here, I know it's kind of been a lot really quick, so I understand if you have questions, but what are some of the things that you've learned so far, or some of the things that you want to take away from this session?
I want to take away that I need to have a change in my diet, and also trying to exercise at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes.
Okay, that's great. What kind of changes would you like to make in your diet?
I would say trying to eat out less. I probably eat out 4 times a week.
Okay.
And so maybe going to the grocery store and trying to get some more healthier options.
Okay, I think that's a really good choice. Eating out, it's really hard because there's bigger portions when we eat out. You're going to be eating much more than when you eat at home. Also, with the hypertension, that's something we need to watch because there's typically a lot more sodium added in those types of foods. I would also tell you when you're cooking at home to just retire the salt shaker. So do you typically add salt?
Yeah, I usually don't use salt, so I don't think that will be too much of a challenge.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, so just kind of try and make those little small changes at first. And as I said earlier, we will build upon this. So each session that we go into, I just kind of want to give you a baseline right now of what we're doing. Just kind of give you an overview, and then the next time we meet and the next time we're going to tailor it more to you so we can make sure and meet those goals, okay?
Yeah.
Are there any challenges that you can think of thus far that would be really hard in trying to lose weight?
I think just the temptation of wanting to eat out, or if I'm running low on time, it's easier to run through McDonald's and, making a sandwich. And so I think that will probably be my biggest challenge.
Okay. Something I'd like to tell you is that you can eat out. Don't think that you can't. It's just in moderation, okay? So everything that we do here needs to be in moderation. So yeah, let's just take it from there. Also, is there anything that I could do better on my end to help you reach those goals?
I don't think so. I think you've done a great job, and I just met you today, so I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Okay, that makes me excited. I think where we'll go from here is I want to be present in this with you, and I think this is a teamwork effort. So you're the one losing weight, but I'm the one that's going to help you lose that weight. So how do you feel about seeing me back in about a month, 2 weeks or a month?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, sounds good. I'll have the receptionist set up a time schedule for you for that.
Okay.
But I will give you one of my cards. And on this, I have my phone number, my direct line to the office, I have my email, and I have my cell phone. And now I wouldn't give you those unless I intended you to use them. So if you have any questions, I want you to ask me, because we have to tailor this to fit your needs. Because if we don't tailor this to fit your needs, then we probably aren't going to achieve the goals that we're wanting to achieve. So in order to do that, you got to tell me what's working and tell me what's not. So I'm excited for this adventure for you, and so far, everything that you've been saying, you seem very willing and wanting to change, and the initial scare of that pre-diabetes that you were saying, that can be a lot. So I think you're making the moves in the right direction, and I think this will be a good journey for you.
Me too. Thank you so much for your help.
Yes, and thank you for coming in today, and I'll see you the next time.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great to meet you, Brittany.
You too.